one of the most important aspects of having a healthy mind and being free of any distraction is having a healthy body. And no healthy body starts without a healthy breakfast. So I thought to make this video, and by the way, I'm sorry about this echo. This room is really echoey, but I have tried my best to dampening the sound. But anyway, I decided that in this video, I'll share with you guys what I eat for breakfast most of the day. And let me know what you guys like. There is nothing more important than starting your day strong, healthy, and with a positive vibe. So with that being said, let's hit the music and let's start making that beautiful breakfast that you deserve. Now, the first step in having a healthy, beautiful breakfast is presentation. If you don't enjoy what you're eating with your eyes, then you're not gonna get filled as fast as you want to. There's actually a science behind it. This is a beautiful, solid wooden plate that I use, and this thing gives me so much good energy. I don't want to use glass because of the sound. I don't want to use ceramic, and I want something natural. So hence why I went for this option. Now you wonder, where does our plate go? Does it go on the table? No, the plate goes in here. This is again a tray that I picked up. It again has that wooden texture to it. It's made out of wood, and whenever you place the plate on top of it, it doesn't make that clicky sound. Again, we're trying to be as much calm, peaceful as we can. So this might look miniature and you might laugh at this, but for my honey or for my peanut butter, beautiful brass spoon that I use to pick up my honey or my peanut butter. And for my eating, for my cheese and all the good things that I eat, this is the other spoon that I use. Again, it's made out of wood, does the job, I love it. So let's fill this plate up. Now, first step first, I have some beans that I have cooked already, and this is just absolutely beautiful. It's healthy, it gives me my green of the day. I'm not gonna eat all of it, but I'm gonna eat half of it. I'm gonna pour it on my plate. And again, I make these with no salt and no oil. And if you guys wanna see how I make these foods, just leave a comment down below that you're interested, and I will teach you guys how to perfectly craft vegan, healthy food that doesn't require no salt, no oil, and it's just delicious. The next thing that I use is my cheese. Now, this is so good. Now, I don't eat cheese. I make my own cheese. Actually, my wife makes it for me. It's a vegan cheese made out of tofu, and look at it. Look how beautiful this cheese with these little pistachios on top of it look. This is like remarkable, and it tastes beautiful. The texture is just like cream cheese, and it just looks and tastes so beautiful. So I pour this on my plate, a little bit of this. By far, the best cheese that I have ever had in my life. And I keep it in this little mason jar that I refill once a week. It's not a breakfast if it doesn't have a healthy dose of avocado. So this is the avocado that I ate half of it yesterday. It's a little big. So what I do is that I cut just a chunk of it. This is my dose of avocado in 3 days, the whole thing. Like I mentioned, I don't cook with oil, but the fat that I get is from natural sources. So this is it. I need a towel. The fat comes from natural sources, and like avocado, nuts, peanut, and also coconut oil. Sometimes I use coconut oil. So yeah, that being said, but I don't cook with coconut oil. I don't cook nothing. I like fry nothing. I'll cook stuff, but I don't fry them with oil because that's bad for you. The next item on the list is cucumber. I usually eat 1 cucumber a day. This is my peeler that I use. Really simple, really easy. And I just chop it and put it right next to my avocado. Oh, this cheese is ridiculously good. And then one thing that I do is every time I pour something on my plate, I clean up what I use right after. I don't let it accumulate because busyness has a bad vibe. The blueberry that I use is organic blueberry, and this thing is full of good nutritional, it's full of nutrition that is perfect for starting your day. These little cherry tomatoes, and wow, these things are good. Now, I have washed this when I got them into my house, but so I don't need to wash them again, redundant. But I just cut them in half just to make the process of eating easier. And I put it on my plate. That's the tomato portion. I have pre-cooked some potatoes that I'm gonna get and pour it on my plate. Not too much. You don't want to overdo potatoes in the start of your day. Just a little bit should do fine. Next thing is that I always start my day with a little bit of kimchi, and I take it. And again, this is organic vegan kimchi. And I pour it on my plate. Again, this is so good. Such a good kimchi. If you guys are looking for a good kimchi brand, this is mother-in-law kimchi. Next is an apple. Apple, it's a really good source of nutrition to start your day. I usually eat an apple throughout the day, but for breakfast, I try to have 1/4 of an apple, and after breakfast, about an hour after breakfast, I eat another 1/4 of an apple, and I eat the rest after dinner, the remaining half. Peel it off to this beautiful piece, put it on my plate, and that's it. And while we're doing this, I'm gonna make my tea. Now that this is done, it comes to the fun part, peanut butter. And this is the peanut butter, Santa Cruz organic peanut butter that I use. So I take my peanut butter, I scoop it out, just a little bit of peanut butter. As you can see, I don't have that much. A little bit do justice. And then I'll get my honey. This is a local honey that I get. It's really good, delicious, and it's raw. So I pour that on top of it, on top of my peanut butter, and I mix it. I mix it. And I'll put that right next to my food. I mean, look at the color in this plate. They say that your food should look like a rainbow. And this is the nature's rainbow in one shot. But now comes the most important part. And I'm sorry that I look at the monitor because I want to make sure I'm in focus. Now comes the best part. best part of this food. Every morning starts with a healthy dose of drink. And to make my drink, this is the cup that I use. And I fill it halfway with water. After that, and the water that I use is Mountain Valley. I don't drink water from the faucet because I want the mineral. I pour pure cranberry juice on top of it. Now this is concentrated, so I don't want to pour a lot of it. Depending on the cranberry that you use, you want to use that much. Then I use apple cider vinegar. I shake it first, and then I pour about, I could say 1 tablespoon in there. Next, I have ginger powder. You could use your own freshly cut ginger, but unfortunately I did not have that available to me today. And depending on your taste, you could put as much as you want. And then lastly, cinnamon. We'll add a little bit of cinnamon on top of it, depending on your liking. And then to finish it off, first we put these back in the fridge. We'll add our local honey on top of it. Ooh, look at that. That cinnamon wanted to escape. And that's it. Then we'll mix them. You gotta make sure to mix them pretty well, to mix that cinnamon in there. Now what you can do is to make this the night before, make plenty of it, and then pour it for yourself as you're eating. Finally, it comes down to my tea, which I pour it just right here. This is jasmine, green, and black tea mixed together. I pour it in here. This is my tea pourer. Put that in my cup. There you go. Right on top of my cup. And that's it. I'll give it like 5 minutes. Nothing feels better than having a healthy breakfast. It all starts with you. How do you want to treat your body? There is a lot of people who try to do everything but neglect doing the most important thing. The kimchi is outstanding. Oh, I forgot the main ingredient. And this is the bread that I use. It is really good, guys. It's amazing. A must, if you might say. So I first start with the kimchi and with my drink, then I move to potato, and then I move into my breakfast sandwich. This drink, it cleanses your whole system. What a treat. Be blessed for everything you have. Like, you don't need to have money or fame or anything. You could be happy with earth. Enjoy the earth, enjoy the beauty. And if you enjoy the earth and its beauty, then, only then, you can truly be one to yourself. This is what I try to do. I try to do that. At least. The potatoes are awesome. Especially that they soaked up a little bit of the juice from the kimchi. This gives me the energy that I need throughout the day. And I eat only twice a day. I eat in the morning, and then I eat at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. If you want to see my lunch, leave a comment down below and I'll show it to you guys. Amazing. Let's have a little bit of our greens. Oh. These greens. Is it in focus? These greens are just heavenly. Heavenly, heavenly, heavenly. Just wonderful. You want to pump it up to the next level. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then you bring it up. Look at that. How beautiful does the color look? And it sure tastes amazing. What I do with my apple is that I let them sit outside overnight. I hate cold apple. I can't do it. But when they're warm, freshly brewed tea. Like, how are you gonna be hungry after this? You won't be craving anything if you eat a meal like this. And it's healthy for you, it's good for you. You could eat as much of this as you want. Like, when was the last time you heard someone got a heart disease from eating vegetable? From eating too much vegetable, he got a heart attack. Never. And it's not you, it's the whole society. Because think about it. You're watching TV, you see an ad for McDonald's, Burger King, or whatever, fast food. And right after that, you see an ad for a pill to help you lose weight. Moment goes by, you see another ad for depression medication. Seriously? Like, there has to be something linked in between. And the funny thing is that we know about this, but we tend to just close our eyes and pretend that no, that's not true. We see only what we want to see. Nothing more. So if I want to see something's bad for me, I will see it. If I want to see something's good for me, I won't see the bad stuff about it. But don't feel bad, because you're not the only one like this. We're all like this. All of us filter stuff when we're doing something. You filter the good, you filter the bad, and we pick what we want to do at the end. My monitor's battery just died. Yeah. I don't have to look at it. It's right here. So. But if I become out of focus, I can't see it anymore, so I'm sorry about that. Another thing that I do while I'm eating is I eliminate TV at all costs. No TV while I'm eating. No phone use while I'm eating. I usually put my phone in another room. And then I go about it. So now the fun part. We put the cheese right here. This beautifully crafted cheese. Ugh. And then we put our avocados on top of it. And to jazz it up, we put the tomatoes. Now once you do that, you get your peanut butter mixture with the honey, you remember? And that little spoon. And then you pour that on top of it. Here's another thing that I do is that I wanted to lose weight, and I realized the reason that I would gain weight is because I will go to the kitchen, I will come back, I will go with another plate, I will take stuff, and then everything would get out of hand. I will forget what I ate, what I didn't eat, how much I ate. The way that I do it, whatever is in my plate, I'm allowed to eat it. But if it's not in my plate, for example, if I miss something, that's it. I missed it for the day. This is heaven. What's more beautiful than this? Beautiful. Happy body, happy mind. Never forget that. And then the last bit of our cheese gonna go on top of it. The last of our avocado, that also comes down here. put my tomatoes. Finally. This is that secret peanut butter honey sauce. It makes it so much better. Sometimes I have a date with this too. I'll just get that date, chop it up, pour it on top of it, or put it on top of it. Then it becomes more magical. Can't run away. What more do you want? You have every single opportunity that you want in life. To be happy, to be healthy, to enjoy life. Why not use it? Instead of just waiting for things to happen. Things don't happen. However long you wait for it, it will not happen. The only way that it will happen is if you make a change. Is if you get up today and say to yourself, this is what I will do. And then, only then, you may see a little bit of change. Someone in need of an emergency. But, yeah. The choices that we make in life, that's what makes us who we are. So it doesn't matter how wealthy, how poor, or how average you are. It matters how you lived your life. I saw a video a couple days ago that said money buys you a lot of things, but will not provide you those things. Example of that is that money will buy you a house, but it will not buy you a home. Money will buy you insurance, but it will not buy you health. Money will buy you material stuff, but money cannot buy you happiness. Money will buy you food, but food doesn't bring you health. What gives you those things is not the material things that are around us. It's the things that we do, is our choices. I don't know. I tend to believe that choices that I make are to a degree good for me, and I'm actively contemplating between how I should make those choices, and I try to make the best out of it. Anyway, thank you guys for eating breakfast with me. Let me know if you enjoy this. I could do more of this. Just sit down, make breakfast, and talk. It's fun. As always, stay happy. That's the only thing that matters. Stay happy. Happiness will bring you everything. I'll see you guys in the next one.